Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. Today I made a bit of a change in the loadout. We're going to be going with this group instead, because we're going to be going to kill the Swine King, because I figure another Blasphemous Vial is not a bad thing. On the off chance that one of my Plague Doctors dies in, say, Champion difficulty, it'd probably be wise to have a second one ready. So for the Swine King, we don't really need to hit the back line, but we do need people that can do damage, and I'm doing a bit of a different loadout for Freeman here. He's going to have both Vulnerability Hex and Weakening Curse. And for Poncevolt, we're actually going to be using Rallying Flare, because if I remember correctly, clearing the mark, I would imagine, lowers his damage quite substantially, considering I think his attacks do extra damage against marked targets. So that's my reasoning here, whether this will go through the way, or I think it will or not. I also upgraded a lot of people's skills. That's where a lot of my money just went, is upping accuracy, because in the higher level dungeons you need accuracy and you need stuns. That's why he's our dedicated stunner. He can hit all but the last row, which is a little worrying, but he can pull to the last row back, she can shoot the last row, and he can go after the last row. So I'm hoping this will all even out. I think this plan will work. Also, once the boss is debuffed, you can also throw a Vulnerability Hex now up these two's damage quite a bit, I'm hoping. So here's hoping that this will actually work out pretty well. Don't know if it will, but here's hoping, right? I don't know if I'm going to need all this much food, but I do want to make sure I have plenty of torches. Normally I don't need quite so many in medium dungeons I'm going to the boss, because I just kind of rush and try and get out of there. But in the off case, oh sorry, I had one of those. But in the off case that I get lost or I pick the wrong path, I'd like to have at least some. Now, I do think we need bandages. Might need one key. Probably gonna need some anti-venom. I just blew through a crap load of money. We were at like 54,000. I spent 22,000 just getting ready for this on gear, equipment, and skills. Let's see, I got torches, I got food. Let's take a few more food. I do have one medicinal herb I can use to maybe get food, but I'm not gonna bet on that. Oh, hell. I need to feast, because these people don't have very good stress recovery. We have Therapy Dog, right, but that's not exactly what I want to rely on. So, yeah, I think that'll be it. We're going for a boss kill today, so that's why I blew a crap load of money on this.
My first attempts at summoning were crude, and the results disappointing. I soon found, however, that the type and condition of the host's meat was a critical factor. The best results came from pigs, whose flesh is most like that of man. Okay,
well, I guess that makes sense. I mean, Deadliest Warrior said the same thing, but we all know that show's 100% factual. That's sarcasm, by the way.
A nameless abomination. A testament to my failures. It must be destroyed.
I think it's here. It's either here. Thanks for moving that. It's either here or here. I think it's here, though, in the top right. I don't really have any basis for that, but that's my imagining. This is why I like to take extra torches. Oh dear. Okay, no, this will be fine. These things can hit rather hard. I'd like you to stun this one, because he can probably take care of one of these two at least. Let's try and stun the one in the back that he can't really get to. Well, that's at least one down for this particular turn. And they have 40% protection, but I don't really need to worry about that. What I am going to do is try and soften that up. It didn't really work all that well. What to do? Don't need to heal. Don't need to pull that. So, weakening or vulnerability? Vulnerability would up his... Or no, he's already taking his turn. Vulnerability would not help. We need to weaken something here. We're going to weaken the one in the front, because he's probably the one that's going to actually get a turn here. I'm hoping that Who's here will get a turn before this thing. But looking at his speed, I doubt that will be the case, but we got to try and lower the amount of damage we take anyway. Now, can you take him out? Yes, if you hit, you can.
Obliterated.
Alright. That still hurts pretty bad, but he does have a skill that can heal himself for that precisely that amount of damage, so this will work out pretty fine. Now what we're going to do is end up stunning this one. Keep him from attacking next turn. And then we're going to pull him back here, because it will hopefully clear this all the way. Now they're both within striking distance. This should kill him. You already got your turn, so you're the one who needs to die.
Eradicated.
Alright. Will that kill it? In all likelihood, no, but I'd really like to... Ah, hell. I was gonna say, well, let the dice fall where they may, I guess. That's fine-ish. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and stall a little bit here, because I don't trust our healer. Like at all. So I'm gonna try and get the health back however I can. And now, hopefully... we're going to... Can you... I could actually... No, I guess that's not going to kill it, but still. It'll do. Almost kill it. Lower its damage. Now you can kill it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Going for a little bit more self-sufficient group makeup this time, where everybody can heal themselves. Because I can't trust my occultist to heal on a, you know, reliably. Whether this will work out, it seems to be. I don't know if it will hold that way, though. Only person that can't heal themselves, actually I guess there's two that can't heal themselves, are the arbalest and the occultist. So now we need to take out one of the two backliners. You have the same chance of hitting both of them. Do I value the stressor or the disease? Well, they both inflict stress. This one inflicts stress on pretty much everybody and can, Mark as well, which I think ups the gorer's damage. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So I'm going to try and make a concerted effort to take out the Marcher first. Well, now that I think about it, that might be a mistake because Plucknet here could stun the Marcher and we could go after the swine spawn. I think that might be the wiser play here. That's my thought process. This guy scares me a little bit with the stun, but the disease and the stress concerns me more. I was really hoping for a crit there. Hey, that's good enough for me. That's not good, though.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
That's not good. That could kill that, actually, funny enough. That could not. Can this kill it? In all likelihood, yes, it will, as long as it hits. I always have to preface things with the jinx, don't I? I just have to jinx it every time. Every time I jinx it. I would really like that thing dead by the end of this turn, though, but that doesn't look like that's the way it's going to play out. And now I think about it, this was not exactly the right play. The right play would have been to take it to stun the Gorer, but I'm going to take the kill however I can get it here. I didn't get it, but just spread our damage every damn where. That'll work. That's not good. Allowing too many of them to stay alive too long. This is a problem. A big problem. Now, can you please not miss?
Decimated.
Alright, that at least alleviates some of the stress. Not a lot of it, but at least alleviates some of it. That could actually kill that. This will not. That does have a lot of dodge. That's stunned anyway, so I don't need to kill it. At least not with him. So the question is, lower the dodge of that thing, or lower the damage it does. Or try and heal, but, I mean, we don't really need to heal her right now. She only has 3 health gone, so... Vulnerability or weakening? That's the question now, isn't it? I think I'm going to go with weakening because... Well, he's already taken his turn. She's not taking her turn. Vulnerability would actually do more damage with that thing with her, because it'd be Mark then. I'm gonna gamble here, and I'm gonna go with Mark. He's not a problem. I should have went with the weakening. Ah. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm vindicated here.
Annihilated.
Now, if Who's ever gets his turn, which he's not, but if he ever did get his turn, we might not be in so much trouble.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Now, yeah, you can stun that thing. You should. Now, you need to heal our arbalest, and please don't get a 0. That's good enough. Not exactly the best, but that's good enough. That is 3 damage. We need a bandage on you. The damage is too damn high. Let's see. Don't really need to mark it. I say we should probably try and blind fire it. Well, that not quite good enough.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of the jade, take the ruby, get rid of the onyx, and take the emerald. I'm not using, well, I was gonna say if there's a secret room, maybe not, but no, there's not. I'm not gonna take that. There could still be a secret room. I doubt there is, but there might be.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I don't know why I just used the torch there. There's no evidence of a fight coming up. Can you tell me where the boss room is? Okay, the boss room is not in fact there. It is probably here. Well, is it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's one of the two. We have no idea which way. We know it's one of those, though. It don't tell me much, but it does tell me at least we're almost there. This is not really the start I want for this. I'm just gonna tell you. I don't want that thing dodging. Alright. So, in order to try and keep that thing from dodging, I'm just gonna try and outright kill it.
Destroyed.
Maybe not the wisest thing ever, but that's what I did.
The ground quakes.
Okay, that's good. 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 Possibly should have went for blind fire there, but I didn't really... I didn't really think about it, to be honest. Try and keep her up in health. Maybe not the wisest thing, but this actually will, in all likelihood... Well... Yeah... Let's go with... This could kill it, but I don't really... If I'm gonna kill it, I'd rather just go with that. Do I want to stun this back here? I think I should stun this back here. Yeah, I was gonna say because the speed probably would help. Or since it has a lot of speed, excuse me. I really hope that you use that on the one I want you to, which is the Reaver. Actually, no. What I want you to do is kill this.
Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
The reason? Well, the reason will become evident soon enough. Hopefully. Unless I'm just blowing smoke. Which I stopped smoking a long time ago, so, you know, hopefully I'm not still doing that. That'd be weird if I was, wouldn't it? You could use another heal. Alright. Let's get back into fighting shape and we're almost done. You have a lot of bleed on you, sir. Now finish it.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Maybe I should have brought more bandages. I didn't really think that through, did I? Which way is it? It's gotta be one of the two. Secret room? We're going this way. I feel vindicated for finally bringing keys again.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I'm so happy. Secret room? Okay, go in the door. Thank you. We're going this way, right to the boss. Oh, don't touch that, please. Okay. I was gonna say, Who's, I know you're obsessive. But for God's sake, man. For God's sake.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm taking the money. We need the money. I've been blowing through money. So we need that. Now that I think about it, I screwed up, but this will give me the opportunity to, you know, look at the books again, because we all know we want to look at the books again. We're going to camp in here, because we want the buffs. At least I want the buffs. I don't know if you want the buffs, but I want the buffs.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Last thing we want is to be surprised. We're not going to get the surprise bonus on the king or whatever, but I don't want to be surprised and have all this stress stuff go to waste, or rather, I don't want to, you know, be ambushed. So, what do we need for the boss fight? That is a good question. Probably not anything you need or do. Marching plan could come in handy. I don't know how fast the new boss is. Therapy dog, don't really need. It could come in handy. I mean, that would get rid of all our stress, but the fight's not really a stressful fight. It's more of a let's try not to die fight, if I remember correctly. Accuracy and crit, always a good thing on a leper. Why did I not use the berserk mask? All right, because it doesn't give accuracy. Right, I went for more of a conservative build. All right. So either reflection, marching plan, or restring crossbow. Now, I'm going to go for marching plan here, for the simple reason that she is going... This might be a mistake. For the simple reason that she is going to be essentially a rallying flare bot. And her being last in line might be better, it might be worse. I don't know how fast Wilbur is, but I'm going to assume he's a fast little bastard. So, I want her, and everybody else for that matter, to go first and try and control the tempo of battle. Whether this will work or not, I don't know. I hope it will. But I figure something that helps the entire group is probably better than something that slows her down, but she does do more damage. Our main damage dealers are actually these two. She does respectable damage, don't get me wrong here. But I would like to, you know, do what I can here. I have 2 more left. Pep talk. Wound care doesn't really... We don't really need wound care. Encourage. Abandon hope. He's kind of silly right now. So it's either... I'm not laying the mask down. So it's encourage or pep talk. I guess we'll go with encourage on who has more stress. The Houndmaster does. Might be arguably a little silly doing that, but I think we're ready. There's nothing to fear here. But you say that now.
May we find victory.
Please do not touch the books. If... Oh god, there's a battle, of course. Please don't touch the books, Susan. Okay, thank you. Well, this is, I was gonna say this could be a problem, but I don't think it will now. And I think that dodges. It does dodge, so I don't want that dodging. I love that dodge debuff. I love it to death. Not to mention the fact that this does help these 2 damages as well. Because these things, yeah, they can hit a little hard, I guess, but, I mean, they're not really a big threat.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, who's the big man? That's probably not even the way you pronounce his name, but I like calling him Who's.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Well, let's go, my friends. We got ourselves a boss fight to endure. You're the big one. What the hell? That's a new one. Apparently that's a stun. Well, since she's getting a turn to do something for free, I'm going to utilize that to put a mark on the big man. Which will help his damage. Of course, now her speed actually worked against her, son of a gun. Alright, well, we're gonna take out the big man first. But before we do, I'm gonna use a dog treat, because that's probably the smart thing to do here. And then blow him away. Yes. So having said that, we're gonna weaken him out. That's the reason one other reason I wanted the weakening curse. Lower his damage. Yeah. That's how we do it. Can you lower him even more? Ah. Us trying.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
That was with a 30% debuff. Ooh. Son. That hurts so bad. Well, at least he did go first this time. So now, at least, not vulnerability. We need to weaken him even further. Minus... Okay, flare. Flare, flare, for the love of God. Okay. You... I would like to heal, but I don't think he's going to do near as much damage now. We need to take him down. He's probably just going to use some... Yeah, I was going to say, he's probably just going to use some weird move that doesn't do... Yeah, that doesn't do much damage at all. That's fine. That's more than fine. Please don't stun him. Okay. Keep it going.
Impressive.
I like that. Good. Yes, go first, Wilbur. He has a 21 speed, my god. That's amazing. I'll just go back down to 60, but still, I mean, he's not gonna do too much damage. Flare, flare, flare it up. Healing. We don't need no stinking healing. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just attempt something? Wilbur's like the most annoying one in this fight now.
A decisive pummeling.
Damn, son. Just go hog wild, why don't you? That's what he's doing. And even if he does hit, he hits like, well, a wet paper towel. Well, he didn't... That's with a big old 60% debuff. Imagine if he hadn't had that. That would have almost one-shot her, I think.
How many rats will it take to gnaw through a ton of putrid flesh?
Good old blind fire. That's more than okay. That's fine. Can I stun him? Yeah, no, I could. Yes, I can. Sweet. Now you know how it feels, you little crap. Just die like a good boy. Alright. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
It really doesn't matter. I don't really want either one. Now, I'm actually going to go home. Now, you might say, Barok, why? You obviously, like, you know, you're in control here. Yeah, but I have a good haul, and I don't really want it to go to waste. I'm going home now. $26,000 gold. I think that more than makes up for what I spent. I think. I don't know that, but oh god. Oh, why do you get like the crappiest things ever in the world? Oh, well, at least we got a good amount of money.
Woe to the sheep. Or does the absence of the shepherd not invite the wolves?
Sequestered himself in the wine cellar, ostensibly to consider how best to help his parishioners cope with the deluge of godless horrors that plague these lands. Yeah, that's kind of ironic. You're really helping, jackass. Let's see. Underwent effective treatment for the runs and tetanus. Okay. So I do need to get rid of some of these. I don't want him having the runs. He needs that dodge. But is Framen really someone I need? Witness is fine. Dipsomania, it's not great. Yeah, he's besides the Dark Temptation, he's pretty alright, so I guess I can put him in there. Yeah, before we do that, can I update the... No, wait. I could. Do I want to? 13%. That'd be what, like... Maybe a little over... 10% would be like 800 something instead. I don't know if that's worth it right now, because I'm running low on busts as it is. Speaking of which, I was going to say, I think I could... That might be worth it, actually, because I've been blowing through a lot of money trying to up people's skill training.
Every creature has a weakness. The wise hero trains for what she will face.
Yeah, we'll do this. Yes, I don't think I have enough now. No, well, no, I don't. I think that was more worth... I accidentally hit the wrong button again. Plucknet got the worries. That's not good. We need him to be worry-free. Poncevolt got vertigo, which is really bad for her. To be fair. So, that's a bit of a problem. Alright. But she can't get it treated until next time anyway, but... Hey! That actually... I think that's different now, the guild. Excuse me, looks different now. So that went really well, all things considered. So where are we going next time, I wonder? What is that? Not really good enough. No. Possible. Possible. I do like that, but I don't like the minus 10% HP. Not really the way I build my occultists. I build them more for utility and party support more than anything. 10% prod... that could be useful on, like, a man-at-arms, possibly. 3 crit, 10 accuracy. Do I have that already? No. No, I don't. Well, I could probably kill the hag. If I was going to try and kill the hag, though. That's the weld. So who would I want to bring with me? I'd probably want Berengar. That's fine there. She's not great there, but she's fine. I don't like the anemia, but I don't think the hag uses bleed all that much. Berengar, let's see, the hag fight, you need someone who can... You need people who can hit the back line. Okay, so I don't have access to Plucknet. Do I have Picard? Picard would be fine. He's actually pretty good in the weld as well. He's best in the second position. Target whistle. He might be alright there. We need people who can hit the back lines. Now, if I'm getting a crazy idea. I don't know if it's a good one, but it's a crazy idea. I could maybe bring Bretanuo. Because, well, wait a minute, can that hit in the third? No, it cannot. I might not want to bring him. But we might bring her. Hey, she's actually pretty good there. Yeah, I'll bring her. She's best in the second position, but I can fix that. Well, we don't have a sweet... Does he have a stun? Yes, he does. I need to train it up a little more. And then for the last party member, I would like somebody who at least has the opportunity to stun. Or at least some opportunity to heal, rather, excuse me. Cove Scrounger, Manslayer. Manslayer's really good against the hag because I think she's qualified as a human because she's a human. Why did I not upgrade her weapon when she has Weapon Tinker? Well, she is a good healer. Hodine. She's a great healer. Look at her. I think this might be our group makeup. Because I don't have the tough ring. I want to see how well that might work. Eventually, I would like to level up my... Where is he? I don't know where he is. Is he level 4 or 3 or 2? I think he's still level... No, he's level 3. Bertrand's level 3. Bertrand would not be all that great in that fight. All he could do is either crush or bolster. I guess he could try and stun her, but it wouldn't really work, and defending somebody just doesn't make any sense in that fight. We need offense. And in that fight, this is a decent amount of offense. The only problem is we don't have a lot of stuns. Because she can't stun from the 3rd slot. I don't remember if she can be poisoned. Or not, or blighted, excuse me. I keep saying poison. But I guess this will be the group makeup we go with here. Possibly. So having said that, do these people need upgrades before we go? Probably. I know at least one of them does. I know Hodine does. Why didn't I upgrade Hodine? Oh yeah, because I don't think that does anything except possibly upgrading her mace bash or something. I don't know that though. I don't think that ups her dazzling light and judgment. I think the only way you upgrade those is through the guild. About you, you're full, you're full. Hey, all that upgrading previously comes in handy because now I don't gotta blow all that money. All I gotta blow money on is the guild now. Picard needs to upgrade his skills because that accuracy, we didn't miss very often. I upgraded the main damage skills pretty well, and the stuns really help. It's a lot of money. I know it's a lot of money. So people are going, you're putting a lot of money into a guy with, you know, not that great of stuff, but the only thing he doesn't he has that I don't like is oblitomania, excuse me. So you need to upgrade your main damage stuff, which, let's face it, mostly it's thrown dagger. And then, yeah, there you go. I think that we're not going to be using Shadow Fade all that much, so it's fine for now. That's fine. You need to upgrade Iron Swan because that accuracy is needed, and you need Do you need Wicked Hack? No, not for that. You don't. I mean, for the place going up to it, you might. Yeah, 5 more accuracy. Don't really need Breakthrough though. So yeah, I made a lot of money and I just spent a lot of money. But in my opinion, the accuracy from the added guild skills really helped, and I think they will continue to do so. So now that I think about it, what is everybody's level? You're level 4, 3, 3, 4. So this will probably be your last level 4 dungeon. Possibly your last level 4 dungeon. Well, we're making solid progress. Another boss down. So that's the plan for next time, everyone. Probably. I might change my mind. I'm not going to say it's in stone yet, but probably. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you have any if you have any questions on that fight, it's going with the plan. Excuse me, personally, I'd recommend having maybe having an arbalest that has rallying flare. Why? Because all they can do after that, if you time it right, is all they can do is like that one crappy move that doesn't seem to hit for jack all, like 5 damage. And if I were you, I would probably use Marching Plan right before the boss fight, because Wilbur, in all likelihood, should go first with 20 speed. Now, if I had to go where she went first once. I have no idea how that's possible, but she did it. But in all likelihood, you want to get your turn before the Swine King does. So Rallying Flare and Marching Plan just kind of really go together there, in my experience. Sniper's Mark really helps. Also, Houndmasters are godsends in that fight because they do extra damage against beast and mark things. So if you do get the rare thing where your arbalest goes first, you can mark it, and then the whole thing's just set. And, well, a leper's just fantastic in that fight. I love the leper in that fight. And the occultist, as you saw, didn't do a whole lot of damage, but he sure kept a lot of damage from coming in with the weakening curse. Not him in particular, but, you know, occultists with weakening curse can really help. Or if you don't have an arbalest, if you want to mark, vulnerability hack is always good, but I'd recommend weakening curse for that fight if I had to. So that's the reason I went with that group. But as long as you're going with the game plan, maybe you went in with a bounty hunter an arbalest, and an occultist with whatever frontliner you want. I don't know. Just have a plan and stick with it, and don't go in there half-assed, essentially. So thank you guys very much for watching, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Farewell, everyone. Until then.